back from Florida and back into the thick of things. Yes, good morning everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Saturday the 31st of August 2024 and I literally got back from my holiday in Florida yesterday, so I'm not going to lie, I am very jet lagged, so I'm going to be pretty tired throughout the course of this video, so apologies if I am maybe a little bit dozy or haywire at any point, but nevertheless the show goes on, and today we're off back to International Stadium. It is Gateshead versus Eastleigh in the National League. So here I'm in Gateshead, and this is an early season clash of the top two, where Eastleigh are currently top of the National League table following 4 wins and a draw from the first 5 games. Yeah, I think so far they're definitely proving a lot of people, including myself, wrong. Like you look at all the various table predictions before this season started, a lot of people had Eastleigh to go down. I didn't quite have them to go down, but I didn't exactly have them doing anything special either, but so obviously credit to them so far for what they've done. I don't think it's going to be as maybe easy for us against them as it has been over the last couple of years. So I mean, I know the last 2 seasons we've drawn against them at the International Stadium, but made very light work of them at the Silver Lake both times, it's got to be said. Yeah, I think this could be quite a lot closer today. Obviously we're going into it in second place in the table following 3 wins and 2 draws from our opening 5 games, and while I was in Florida we picked up a 2-0 win against Woking, a 1-1 draw against FC Halifax Town, a 3-1 win against Yeovil Town and a 1-1 draw against Oldham Athletic. All those games but for Yeovil were away, so yeah, I think we've done alright so far, and I think especially given the circumstances, unfortunately in that Woking game Greg Ollier picked up a pretty horrifying broken leg, and he's going to be out for the season. Obviously that coupled with the injury that Joe Grayson picked up against Eastleigh on the opening day of the season, but the rest of the lads have more than proved their worth, and I think maybe the start of the season has just shown the level of sort of depth and quality that we do have within the squad, so hopefully if we can put that to fruition once again today. And it's going to be a difficult September ahead. You look at the games we've got coming up in the month of September, both Barnet and Forest Green coming to International Stadium, while we've obviously got to go to Southend as well, so yeah, the games are going to keep going thick and fast, and they're not going to get any easier, but we are, as I said, in a decent place just now. I'm just hoping on a personal level the usual jinx of the new shirt day doesn't kick in. Obviously had a new home strips were put on sale last weekend while I was away, but I'm able to collect mine today. But we don't have the best track record whenever I've collected a new shirt, but yeah, let's just hope that little jinx, or whatever you want to call it, does come to an end today. So yeah, I'm just glad to finally now be able to properly get my personal season going. I think things were going reasonably well up until I went away, and obviously I had that game in Orlando which I really enjoyed as well. But yeah, just back to the bread and butter a little bit today. Let's head on down to International Stadium and find out how it all unfolds. Here we are then, new shirt acquired. So the team's warming up, basically getting ready in this half. It looks like they're going to be in their all blue home strip this afternoon. And Gateshead again ready. Of course, we are going to be in the white and black on strip, which I was done in that clip earlier. Anyway, I'll see you when the players are coming out of the tunnel and ready to start the match.
How are the lads? Thank you, Dan. The wing commander. Whoa! Go on! Oh! Again! Go on! Bad men. Go on, Louis! Diving header. Oh!
He's not colour.
Hey! Blind defence.
Jesus Christ.
Take on. Lunatic! Oilum! Paul Doswell. He was out with donkeys, wasn't he? Great post story. These have one chance in it. See that dickhead's back. Straight over! Go on! Typical Buchanan corner. Shoot! Flick it up and dive with header. Where is he? Just get it in line! Shoot! Go on! Off time, ref!
Half-time, Gateshead 1, Eastleigh 0. Well, I was just about to say that we're finding it a bit difficult to break down a well-organised Eastleigh defence, but we managed to do that right on half-time. A brilliant cross into the box and an excellent looping header from Onasani, and yeah, we found ourselves 1-0 up at half-time. But as I said, Eastleigh, throughout the course of that first half, they have been pretty well organised defensively. It has maybe been a bit tricky for us at times to break them down, so maybe I did have to maybe go a little bit more direct with it, but I think that's maybe one thing we have done well under Rob since he came in, is that we can maybe change it up a little bit if things maybe do need tweaking somewhat, and I think that's maybe been the case here. And obviously we've got the big presence in Mark Beck on the bench, but it turns out we didn't even need him for that one. But you can't ignore the threat that Eastleigh pose from with the likes of McCallum, Maguire, Shader, those sorts of players in their team. So we've got to stay switched on to that, but so far we have, I'd say, maybe imposed our game onto them, and maybe in some ways got our rewards for that. I mean, it's not exactly been a classic as games go, but we are 1-0 up, and that is, as far as I'm concerned, all that matters so far. If we can get that second goal, then that might just be about enough for us, but yeah, it's going to be maybe quite a long 45 minutes. They're going to have to change it up a little bit, start coming on to us a bit more. It's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be quite an open second half. We'll be chasing that second goal. They'll be chasing an equaliser, but let's just see how it goes.
Such a football. What? Sent him off. Handball, Tom Allen. Cheer, penalty saves. Minutes of added time. Just keep it calm now. Come on!
full time, Gateshead 2, Eastleigh 1. Throw all the adversity you want at us, because it ain't going to make any difference. Honestly, I think that shows exactly what this team's about. Just never ever give up. We'll just keep searching every single avenue to just make sure we just find a way. And look, when it was getting towards the back end of the game, we were pressing on a little bit. You just always felt that it maybe just took maybe one decent delivery, maybe someone maybe even trying to look out of nowhere, and we could have even got that break, and that's what happened. There was another absolutely peach perfect ball from Regan Booty into the box. Lewis Story's got a glancing header onto it. It's gone into the back of the net. And Q, wild celebrations after that, although obviously I had a quick look at the added time board, saw 5 minutes, so I was just a bit more sort of concerned that we had obviously that to see out, but we did that with flying colours. And you know what it is, when we went down to 10 men, I don't think it really disrupted us too much. I mean, obviously maybe tactically we had to be that little bit smarter, but you know what, I certainly don't think we deserved to lose that game today. And even if it had ended as a draw, if it had been seen out at 1-1, or if Eastleigh had even equalised again in added time, you know, I think we deserved at least something out of the game. So gotta say that absolutely delighted with that. And you know what it is, like maybe to a certain degree over the last maybe 3 games or whatever, it hasn't been the absolute sparkling best that we've come to know from Gateshead, but yeah, we're still obviously now we're top of the league and still unbeaten. Obviously it's still very early days. I'm in no way, shape or form expecting us to stay unbeaten or whatever, but like if that's the mentality that there is within this team, then yeah, you know what, that's going to take us a hell of a long way, isn't it? So yeah, obviously going home, very, very happy after that, very relieved after that. But I do want to talk about the red card decision, because it was absolutely baffling, to tell you the truth. Like, yes, he probably has handballed it on the line and it is a penalty, so I can wrap my head around that, but it wasn't as if he'd like maybe thought he was a goalkeeper for a brief second or anything like that. It was like totally accidental. It's never a red card in a million years. I think, if I'm being honest, the referee like totally lost control of that game. I think it was maybe told there was maybe a bit of an incident with Luke Hannon, one of the Eastleigh players, that maybe showed that it looks as though heads were going a little bit. But yeah, as I said, this team just finds a way no matter what, and I think maybe today we've got our just rewards for that. But obviously got to rest up now. Another big game next week against Barnet, who have won very comprehensively today. But as well, just glad that the curse of the new shirt hasn't come in today. And there's news elsewhere that Motherwell also scored a last minute winner. So yeah, I'm gonna savour this one despite the fact I'm heavily jet lagged. So onwards and upwards. But that is that for this video. Now I'll be back on Tuesday night with Redcar Town versus Billingham Town. So until then, take care, cheers for watching, see you later, get in!